In this video, we're going to explore Law Journal Press online books, one of the databases that Jenkins Law Library makes available to its members 24/7 from their desktops at home or in the office. To get access to Law Journal Press, I'm going to call it LJP from now on. All you have to do is go to the Jenkins website, log in with your last name and your member number, and you'll be taken to the Member Center, which is where I am right now. And as you scroll down the list of titles, there it is, 150 searchable digital titles. Some of them are formatted as ebooks, some of them are not formatted as ebooks. I'll show you the difference between them in this video. In fact, it's a key point in this video. It's easier to show you than to really talk about it because the difference is subtle, but it is something you want to pay attention to. So I'm going to click the Access button, and here we are in Law Journal Press. Here's the full list of titles, and I could browse down that list. I could search, or if I'm interested in state material, I can pick one of the states on the right hand side here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick Pennsylvania. Now here is the list of PA titles. You can see 3 of the 4 here have this little icon thingy here. This means e-reader. So if you see this little e-reader icon, it means that the title has been formatted as an ebook and it's more chunked. Okay. If it doesn't have the icon, it's not specifically formatted as an ebook, and so it's more like HTML text. And again, to show you is better than to talk about it. But if you see the icon, it's an ebook. If you don't, it ain't. So I'm going to pick Library of Pennsylvania Family Law Forms first to show you what a non-ebook formatted title looks like. Okay, here we are. Now I'm going to go down to Chapter 4, and I want to pick a particular form, Form 4.7, Petition for Special Relief. And here it is. Now, if you look at where my slider bar is, there's some stuff ahead of it. Really what's happened here is all of Chapter 4 is in this little frame, this reading frame on the right-hand side. So when I go to export it, I'm going to get everything. I'm going to get that whole Chapter 4. Let me show you. Alright, it's going to open up in Word. And here it is. And you can see this is the beginning of the chapter with the definitions on all the other stuff, and it just goes on and on and on. It's a big chunk. So the non-e-reader versions, the ones that are not formatted as e-readers, when you download even one specific form, you're going to get the whole chapter in which the form is contained. However, if you go to the form and just copy and paste, it will probably work a lot better for you if you don't want that extra material. So let me open up a new blank document in Word. I'm going to go back to that same chapter, and here's the form. And if I just highlight all of the text in the form, okay, and then either, I can right click or I can do Control C, copy, okay, and I go into Word and I pick that I want to paste special because I'm going to get rid of all that formatting in case it looks really kind of funky. There's the form and not all the extra stuff. So you really have a choice for non-e-reader titles. Those that don't have that little icon, you can copy and paste, or you can take the whole section, but it's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be extra than what you expected from the form. Okay, that's the one difference. Now let me go back and just show you what an e-reader or e-title looks like. I'm going to do a search. I don't have to go back to the home page here. I'm just going to do a search for forms. Okay, now the first hit here has the little icon, so this is formatted as an ebook. So let me click on it. Okay, now I'm going to go down to Chapter 7, and I'm looking for 707 Form of Purchase Agreement. I click that. You can see by the slider bar, there's nothing ahead of it, so this is just the form itself. Okay, so that's the difference between the e-reader formatted versions and the ones that aren't. The e-reader ones, the e-books, you only get the form you want. You don't get all the extra stuff, and it's a subtle little difference. That's why I figured it was easier to show you than to tell, but this is the difference between them. By the way, as you go through, anything that is hyperlinked, okay, and that would be US code versions or cases, you can click on them and they open up in a little window, and you don't lose your document, and you have either the case or the US code section right there in front of you in the middle of the screen in a new window. So there you go. A quick run through of the important things in Law Journal Press online books.